Hi y'all, this is Regina. Welcome back. I am test stitching a spiderweb quilt block. Um, I created the decorative stitch in my Palette 11 software and then created the blocks and thought I would share these blocks with you. So let me pan over here to the... Alright, so this is what the block will look like. So I'm going to have them in all the squares and all the rectangles. And I will post these on the group. So, in learning how to do this, I was told that, whoa, my thread is, bobbin's out. Alright, I put another bobbin in, but it's almost out too. Now I've got a knot, but that's alright, that's something the spider did. Alright, so I'll be back when more of this is done. Alright, so I thought I'd give you a peek of what it's looking like now. I'll be back. Hopefully some of you will find a use for this. Just remember, if you put anything on top of these black spider webs, you better make sure you're using a dark thread or the black spider webs will show through on your thread. So you could do the spider webs in a lighter color and then put something on top of that if you wanted. But I tried it earlier in a too light of a orange. Let me see if I can find that block. So that's the block, and this is the spiderweb alphabet, and I've gone in and taken all the outlining away from it. There is not now. There was on this, but not now. And you can see the spiderweb stitching through this color that I chose, which was too light. I should have known. So just be forewarned. So I took the outlining off of the spiderweb alphabet. Two reasons. Number one, it could get off. The outlining on the S was off, and there's not a whole lot I could do about it. But the outlining around the web, major pain, because every little piece cut, and the threads on the back were just awful. So I just said no outlining, and this is almost done. So on these decorative stitches, I can't control this outline that goes around, at least not that I know of. So all these blocks will have an outline around the decorative stitch. Alright, so there is the spiderweb quilt block, or decorative background fills, whatever you want to call them. Here again, I would not stitch this on something that you're going to have to tear away. I would stitch this on something that's, you're either going to use the batting and do a quilt as you go type thing, or use the soft and stay, or the whatever it is that there's another name for it, that you don't tear away or wash away. You would have to leave it in your project. So just be forewarned, because you don't want to start tear away from these stitches and have them pull loose. All right, enjoy. Post a picture of what you do with it. Would love to see it. All right, so let me show you. There are two different variations. This is the block that you've just watched stitch out. So the other block looks like this. So this is a variation of it. And then also in the file is a block with the quilt motif on it. So you could put a letter in here in the center. This is the 6x6 variation. This is a 6x6 size. Let me get back over here. Here's the frames. So this is all the sizes. It goes from 4x4 to the 10 5/8 by 16 down here. And then, excuse me, from 5x7 on the rectangles to 10 5/8 by 16. And then on the squares, the same thing. Okay, so you can see the A block is this variation, the B block is this variation. Okay, same thing. Oops, let me get back over there. Same thing on the rectangles. Here's the A block, here's the B block, A block, B block, A block, B block, etc., etc. So that's what you'll be getting in the zip file. You get the frame, the block with the frame around it, the rectangles, and the squares. So if you were a Palette 11 or PE Design 11, you would have the capability of creating these decorative blocks within your software, or I don't know, you could yes, you could create them in your machine. You could take the file, the PLF file, which is what creates the decorative blocks. So let me get over and show you. Spider web. All right, so this is the A block. This is what creates this block right here. Right here. All right. And then let me open this one. And this is what creates the B block, which this is the B block. Let's see, do I have the B block on the 4x4 open? So here's the B block on the 4x4. Right there. So if you had the PE Design or Palette 11, you could use these PLF, they're called. If you look up here in the title, the .plf files, that's for the decorative stitches, decorative fill patterns, I guess I should call them. And you could resize this, resize the decorative fill. So if I wanted this more open, we're going to maintain the aspect ratio, and I'm just going to increase this some to show you the difference. So that's the difference. So I could go down to 2.75, change that, and it would make it a little smaller. If I went down to 2.50, it would make it a little smaller. Okay. Same thing with the with this block. So this is the decorative fill back here. I've got it set at 1.50. If I wanted to make it a little smaller, I could just 0.75 and maintain the aspect ratio. Let's get it to where it looks like something. And that's what I would get. We could go up a little bit to 1, and it would change to that. Or we could go to 2.0, and it would look like that. So that's the advantage of having the software, the Palette 11 or PE Design software. The PE Design is for people that have the Brother, and the Palette 11 is for people that have the Baby Lock. So since there's so many people out there that don't have those machines or these software Palette 11 or PE Design software, oh gosh, it's early, I decided just to go ahead and create blocks and share them with y'all so that you could use them as you see fit. So let me I'm not going to change that, and I'm not going to change that, and I'm not going to change that. I'm going to shut down all these blocks before I crash. Whoops. Here we go. All right, so those are the files that you're going to be getting. Okay, you're going to be getting. Let me get back over here to Quilt blocks. Okay, in your zip file. Well, it just keeps flipping back and forth. So enjoy, post. Why is it doing this automatically? It's not supposed to do this automatically. Enjoy the files and post on the group. Let me see what you're doing with them. We'd love to see what each and every one of you is doing. Thanks so much for watching, and enjoy.